You already know what it is. Happy Monday, y'all.
Happy Monday,
everybody.
Happy Monday.
Hello.
Tracy, you ain't singing the song today?
Huh?
You ain't singing the song today?
No, I forgot.
Oh. She said she has no idea what's going on.
I have no idea. I'm lost.
I heard it.
Football.
Huh?
Are you ready for some football?
Oh,
Chris
I
said.
forgot.
Chris said. She'll know. Oh God. Y'all crazy.
Anyway, we'll check in. We'll check in with the Monday night game every now and then. Who's playing tonight? Pittsburgh,
The Steelers and
the Giants, right?
Yes, New York. That ain't no game.
The score just 3-0. What are you talking about?
It still ain't no game.
Who winning?
The Giants ain't gonna be no team.
Pittsburgh winning at the moment.
I mean, the Giants are in a similar situation as the Saints. They don't have a quarterback. So yeah. Anyway. Let's start off with some college football this week. Thank you guys for showing up live. Make sure you leave us a comment and your questions in the box. I hope you all are out there watching. Let's start with some college football. Alabama righting the ship, so to speak, shutting out Mizzou homecoming weekend, 34-0. Guys, what did we see from Alabama this week? Did they look good, or you think they still the same Alabama that we've been seeing?
They still got room for improvement.
They definitely the same Alabama. I think that what happened was Mizzou lost their quarterback for real. And yeah, they didn't have a game plan, a backup plan after he went down. So I didn't see anything that I would say that go the old Alabama back. No.
It wasn't impressive, huh? That's what you're saying. Yeah.
Well, I beg to differ. So you know,
It
was because they won, right?
No, well,
it's not because they won. I beg to differ because I actually saw them put together some big stops on defense. Mizzou was able to move the ball down the field, but our defense were able to keep them out of the end zone. And I think no matter how much we got to remember that this is still a top 20 ranked team. Well, they were at the time. And so as much as we don't respect Mizzou that much in the SEC, they are true competitors. And for us to be able to stop them from getting in the end zone and defense to put up so much havoc that they weren't even able to successfully kick a field goal, I think that's very impressive. One of the things that I think too is that Alabama fans are spoiled. I think that Alabama fans are so accustomed to winning that any week that we come out and we are not dominating any team and beating them 70-0, we look, our team is viewed as, oh my gosh, we're done. And so I think we have gotten accustomed to winning so much that we don't know what it feels like to truly just be in a competitive game. But I will give Womack that I still want to go back. I will give him his credit. I think that he was able to put together some really solid defense for Mizzou. And I definitely think that our offense still has some growing to do. But I am pleased to see that they came out grinding.
And Chris, you look skeptical. No, you got.
I missed the whole game Saturday, so I couldn't tell you nothing about it.
Oh no!
Oh,
yeah.
Okay,
I had to work, so.
Oh, well, I'll say this. I think the defense obviously looked better this game. I mean, being able to shut out Mizzou was good. I will say that offense to me still looks very shaky. Even the 34-0. Jayden is unable to find his man down the field. I thought a couple of his throws were way off. I mean, he was 16 for 26 passing, which is not great. Only 216 yards. I don't know. I think you mentioned it last week, Sean, and his confidence is a little bit shaken. And I think I still see remnants of that. And I don't know what kind of conversation Kalen DeBoer is going to have with him before they head down to Baton Rouge next week.
Exactly. I would agree, and I think we give because I've been one to say vocally that I did not believe that Jalen Milroe was can read his defense coverage really well. But what I will say is, I thought y'all was talking about okay. Who let him on? Okay. Who let Jeffro in the chat? Okay. Okay. Who did that? Who's responsible? Who even put it on there so he could see it? I cannot take y'all.
Diddy came on when you was talking and nobody else was talking.
I can't take y'all uncle serious at all. Like at all. But that man is so crazy.
It was so random.
It was because
clearly somebody said Kalen DeBoer. That's the only reason he could think of River Boy.
I got a phone.
I got a phone. Oh my God. Oh my God. Jesus
Somebody
Christ.
please take it.
Take it from him. Tracy, where you at? Why you ain't got your uncle phone? Take it
She over here with us.
I put it in the family group chat, man.
Oh, he clicked right on it. That is hilarious. But I was gonna say he is trying. So for your number one guy, the guy behind the ball, your offensive coordinator has to create some offense around him and his style. Jalen Milroe is not a pocket passer. So for us to sit here and have him passing the ball downfield 26 times in a game is absolutely insane. We keep doing the same thing over and over, and we are not seeing any results. Get the man out of the doggone pocket and get him mobile. He is a true running back at heart. He is a mobile quarterback. He has a nice arm, but the pocket passing is not his game. And I really want them to stop. I want them to stop because it's making him look bad because they're trying to force feed him into this certain level of offense that he is not capable of doing. But he has the ability to do something else, which is be mobile. They can't stop him with his power. So put him out there on the field, get him open. But his O-line don't even, the tackles are awful. I'm sorry, but okay. I'm gonna get off my
the fact that he's getting.
I mean,
they ringing his doorbell every time. He getting his doorbell run like two. He's not a pocket passer. Get him out of the pocket. Make the man mobile. They cannot stop him when he can run over 3 defenders at one time. I don't understand the 16 and 26. Why are you hunkering down the field instead of making this man use his legs? They are powerful. That is your offense that you should be building around Milroe.
I agree. And I, like you said, I feel like with the stats and the numbers he's putting up, because like you said, he is not a true pocket passer, it's making him look worse. It's bringing his stock down because when you are able to play to his strengths, which he is a running quarterback, he looks phenomenal. They can't bring him down. They can't stop him when he's running. So it doesn't make any sense. And I don't really quite know what Kalen DeBoer is doing with him. I don't understand this West Coast offense that I don't get it.
It needs to stay over on the West Coast, and we need to stop trying to hit Ryan Williams on every doggone down. You got Caleb down. I mean, you got Prentice out there. You got Justice Haynes. You got what's his name? Jeremy Bernard. You got Jam Miller. It's just we have too many offensive threats to be literally sitting on our hands hoping and praying that Ryan Williams will get open. Ryan Williams is absolutely phenomenal. Okay, but they are already anticipating that route, that option. I'm seeing him wave off 3 other wide open options on offense sometimes. And that to me says he's not reading defense. He's not reading his coverage that well. But the other side to me after the game, okay, because I'm going to talk about something that KD said after the game, is that it's not Milroe's efficiency. It's the guys are not completing their routes. This is what he said out of his mouth because we want to give him some type of we want to be able to support Jalen as much as we can. So this is not all on Jalen. What he is saying is that they are going to their options and their guys are not completing their routes, meaning they're not getting themselves open. They're going the wrong way. He said Ryan was supposed to be going west. He was going east. So it's some kind of mix up going on offense. It's not all Jalen, but like you said, his stock is going down because this offense is not working. You're still trying to keep him in the pocket. And so we have got to figure that out before we see LSU, because we did see an LSU team put up a good fight against Texas A&M. But we know that all of these teams, when they play Alabama, it's a Super Bowl game for them. So we got to tighten up.
Well, speaking of LSU, bye week this week for Alabama, and then we head down to the Bayou to play LSU, and it was a close one in Texas Station. But that quarterback change sparked a comeback, and the Aggies rallied to beat LSU. Guys, what did we see in that game? Who saw the game? First of all, Chris,
of course, I didn't miss it.
Of course you did.
Sean,
I didn't see it, guys. I was under the weather.
Incredible game. Incredible game.
It was a good game.
It was a great game. It was a great game.
Yeah.
I was, because of my selfishness that I'm an Alabama fan, I'm gunning for LSU to win. Go ahead and push Texas A&M out. Give us a little bit better of a seed, right? Because we're still trying to get down to 12. But the flip side of that is it didn't matter. One of them had to lose, and they were both ahead of us. So that definitely obviously helped our ranks. I feel like if Texas A&M had lost, we probably would have did a scooter boot a little bit different. But the other side is that Deborah needs to go.
The boy, girl, Kaylin. Oh my God.
I didn't. That thing jet set it over my head. I'm sorry. Okay, you're right. The boy.
I caught it. I caught it.
Took flight. Yeah, I don't know if he even has the confidence to teach, to coach in this style conference, if that makes sense. Because it's very the talent and the level of intensity week in, week out, it takes something different. And I have not seen like any level of intensity from him. And I don't know if that's just his overall demeanor. But I need to see something. And I'm saying that because I think that from him, the players will fall in line, because we haven't seen much intensity from the guys since the Georgia game. And they were a little deflated after the Georgia game because of the massive comeback. But I feel like it starts at the head. And if we could see some type of grit from him, some type of intensity from him, I think that the guys will be able to echo that. But it's just like you're not watching that dominating, Alabama football. And of course, we're in a new era, but I feel like that's what fans are looking for. And I think that the guys that are there, they have it. But...
Well, so now Texas A&M, believe it or not, is sitting at the top of the SEC.
Yeah.
7-1. I wanted to get back to after they beat the Aggies. They beat the Tigers. So now Texas A&M is at the top, and then you got on the flip side, you saw Vandy almost take down Texas, which apparently this Vandy team is a lot better than we thought. Did
they learned more than medicine?
Listen, I was so mad. So I feel like the refs. I feel like the Vandy didn't put themselves in a good place. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Shayna, because that game.
A 3-point game. 3-point game. Oh, got some more people coming in. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Hello, Lane. Thank you.
Make sure we put your comments and your questions in. I wanted to get to before we move on to the NFL, because this was a kind of a interesting week in college football, but. We also saw Colorado clinch a bowl berth in year 2 under Deion Sanders. What was that?
That was a good game. She saw that game.
I didn't see that game. I seen that from the beginning to the end, baby.
That game was good.
Yes, he was 15 in the first half. Broke a school record. Yes. Him and Travis Hunter.
Travis just be out there cutting up.
Hold up, Sean. What'd you say, Chris?
Him and Travis Hunter out there averaging. Shador had 323 yards. Travis Hunter had 100 and some yards. But good game for both of them. I can see Heisman Trophy all over Travis Hunter. I can see Heisman all over Travis. I can.
I like Travis. His celebrations.
Yeah. The back everybody takes the echo from him. It's like, because every highlight I saw and every guy got a touchdown, they had a dance, or I was like, wait a minute, y'all wasn't doing this till Travis started really, shaking a tail fella.
But I can't say that O-line for Colorado, they have improved tremendously for protecting Shador throughout the game. They have did a lot of work on their O-line from last year to this year. Even the last couple of games, I think he got sacked maybe 3 times. I think the last 3 games. So they have been a big improvement with Colorado. He got some work to do with Shiloh. I don't know what's going on with Shiloh. Shiloh must got some blinders on out there in that on that defense because he missing a lot of bad tackles.
For one, Shiloh is he's not the fastest corner. He's not the fastest. So
no, he's not.
You have to think about that. And he lived. Yeah, Kim, a lot of showboating. He is small.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't think I think that this is gonna be the end for him. I can see him going off his daddy's name to the NFL, but I don't see him going like really no, not far. Definitely not far. He'll be somewhere helping his dad coach. But big up to Warren Sapp, the defensive coordinator.
Yes.
He's doing really well over there with Prime. And going back to what Sean was saying about the board not having that dog, like he don't have a fight. It's almost like the board don't have a fight, but you looking at Prime who have all the fight. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, with Prime, you're either gonna love him or you're gonna hate him. Like you ain't. It's not gonna be. Oh, he didn't know. And if he get a chance, he's gonna make you eat the words. He's gonna make you. He's gonna bring it up. So,
well, he guaranteed a bowl this season, and he's coming through on that. He's coming through. He's backing it up with some actual actions. I mean, look, this is their first time this season in the rankings. They're at number 22. So it's good for them getting a little bit. They ain't that far behind Alabama.
Right.
Wow. Don't do too much.
15, right?
Don't do too much. We're at 14. Don't do too much.
We only moved up one spot.
Oh, child, we just took one seat up.
Well, one team lost.
True. We barely moved. Well, it's going to be interesting.
Well, hold on.
Go ahead.
No, I was just before y'all moved on from Colorado. I was gonna say somebody posted that Shiloh just be out there doing anything. I thought that was so funny because Tracy was just talking about it. Said Shiloh just be out there on that field doing anything. I don't even think he really. I don't even think he really enjoy football. I think he just do it because, and he has a skill. So like his dad and his brother there. It's like I think he just be out there just playing. Okay, get your uncle, y'all. Oh, he keep posting over and over and over. Get your uncle. Get y'all's uncle. And listen, I knew he was coming here trolling. That man plays so much all day.
Boy, I know that man know he crazy. It is just how we just looking like.
Okay. But I mean, it's just up and up and up and up. Okay.
Oh man. Okay. Well, like I said, Alabama's got the week off this weekend, so it might be a little bit of a slower show.
They're gonna need it.
They definitely are going to need it. But let's move on over to the NFL. Guys, did you see the end of that Commanders Chicago game yesterday?
Oh my God. Yes.
That was crazy. Talking about
that was a good game.
Yeah. Don't eat all your chickens till they hatch or whatever they say. Whatever. He had no business over the showboat. It's all y'all looking at me.
What the heck did you just say?
Don't count all your chickens till they hatch.
That's all right. Don't try it. Don't say it. Don't worry about it. We all right. They get you.
Y'all know what I meant.
Don't eat all your chickens
until they hatch.
I would hope not, because that'll be nasty.
Don't count them all. Don't count.
Okay, so we got you. Go ahead. I'll wait.
The Commanders game was a good game.
Because
it really was.
You over there taunting fans. I'm sorry. I ain't
go ahead. You good.
No, you ain't taunting fans and doing all this showboat. And what's going on? Then you end up helping them win the game. You managed to do that. You literally bopped the ball into the man's hand. If you had been actually turned around paying attention and closing out the game, it wouldn't have ended that way.
But what
Yeah.
about the play before that when you allow Jayden to throw for 13 yards and he get out of bounds and it's like 2 seconds left in the game? You
Then
don't
all you
feel
had to do
pressure.
is
You
type.
don't read your defense. That's crazy.
Well, I'll say, oh, we got a little echo going on here in the live feed. I don't quite know what's going on with that. Sorry.
I don't hear, but I can't hear. I'm stopped up. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
That's good that you can't hear it. I will say a shout out to Jayden Daniels for showing out in the league this year. That's all.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be the rookie of the year. He's definitely gonna get rookie of the year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. How about our main man, our 2020s Shamar Moore, Mr. Jalen Hurts.
What?
Jalen Hurts. Hey, I always think Jalen Hurts reminds me of Shamar Moore with those eyebrows.
Wow.
He's just like he's almost a little too pretty. Like he's very good looking.
He is good looking.
He's very good looking, but it's
My
almost to a
man, my
point
man,
where-
my man. Okay, nah.
Nuh-uh, your man on the other
My
side of
nephew.
town. Don't
I
even
know.
go there.
I said my nephew. I said my nephew. My nephew. My nephew.
Well,
my nephew.
Jalen Hurts finally getting
Your man actually got beat yesterday. But go ahead. I'm listening.
Yes, he did.
Let's not even start, okay? Because it was not him, and I can tell y'all about some stuff in the locker room that's going on.
We're on Philadelphia. They won yesterday. They won.
They did.
Woo, fly,
I feel like we had to come back and say they're back because that felt so good. Like I felt like their offense was a little bit more fluid. I felt like their pass game made sense. I felt like their run game made way more sense than the 4 weeks before. Like the 4 weeks prior to now, it felt like maybe they were stuck in like needed to be rebooted or something. Yeah, and like now it feels like, oh, okay, we do have Saquon Barkley and we do have AJ Brown and we do, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, okay, we forgot we do have talent. So yes, I'm so impressed with the way Philly came back out yesterday.
Oh yeah, that was a good game.
Yeah, I mean, Jalen had what 7 turnovers in the first 4 games. So I mean, he was not playing as well. So he definitely was able, to protect the ball, not turn it over as much, And like you said, I think their offense, they had a more balanced attack. He hasn't been able to beat Joe Burrow like in college or in the pros. So I'm glad that he was able to get a little revenge over Joe Burrow. Sucks for me because Joe Burrow is my fantasy quarterback, so that didn't work out so well. But, hey,
wow.
it was auto draft. It was auto draft. I didn't pick it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Yeah, don't do that no more.
Played a good game too yesterday.
Devontae Smith showed out.
He showed why he had to show out on battle.
I don't give a darn who he showed out on. I don't give a tick about nothing but the Eagles or something. What's his name?
That is not what Willie say.
Willie don't say that, but Sean saying it. I'm gonna create me a new one.
Listen, they said after somebody go on and watch this show right here. I'm just saying, I was at the high school football game and everybody out there talking about something, put him to sleep. I said, hey, wait a minute, hold up. What?
Well, I just want to say to the viewers out there, I talked to Pep after last week's show, and he said he went and listened to the show and he was very impressed by his performance. So he would like to come back.
Oh my God, he was impressed with his.
You are not gonna do all that like that.
I just want.
Oh my God.
He was very impressed by his performance. He thought that he gave some pretty good commentary and some analysis of the games, even his couple slip-ups where he tried to take us into politics. But I told him that this is not a political show, Uncle Jeffrey. Thank you very much.
Like
he
brother,
he was ready for his close-up. I said, oh, okay, you ready for your close-up, Mr. Demir?
Yeah.
And he said he think he the reason why everybody tuned in. So yeah, it's a lot. Okay.
Bring him out. Hey.
Not too much.
No, don't do too much because he definitely gonna be running back. I heard they was on there asking about me. Y'all fans and folks were writing in asking y'all bring me back. That's all. We'll never hear the end of
He done
that.
told
So,
half a Tito Grand Bay in Mississippi that he was on YouTube.
he was on the
And
internet.
I mean, look,
And
if
to
we do
hear.
bring him out, we're gonna have to give him some headphones so he can actually hear what the show is about next time.
Yeah, because
Most
he
definitely.
created his own show last week, and we're not sorry because that's him in his good 70s living out his glory days, so he can do whatever he wants. But he was not. He wasn't letting you talk. He was doing me. I guess.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So now we know where you get it from. Oh, okay, then. Yeah, he called me.
Self-awareness. I'm aware of my own self.
What he called me for Saturday? Tell me about Freeman, Melissa. What's his batting average? And I said, wait a minute. Yeah, I done told these folks he was batting 300. They told me. I said, well, hold on. Why y'all out there? Y'all supposed to be, doing barbecue. They seen the show. Oh, okay then. So
well, we're gonna talk about the Dodgers in a little bit because they up 2-0 and they're up 2-0 right now in the game. So in game 3 in New York. So I mean, look, Dodgers are doing their thing. But let's get back to Chris's team. I guess we could talk about them for a little bit.
You don't have to.
Look,
they did what they had to do.
What'd you say, Shauna?
Boo. Boo.
Look, they came off that loss to Seattle, came out there and took care of business against Tampa Bay. And look, Tampa Bay is a dangerous team. When Baker Mayfield is on, they're on. They obviously got a couple injuries though. They've lost some key offensive weapons. They at the end of that last game last week. Chris Godwin got hurt with like 5 seconds left in the game, something stupid like that.
Sure did.
So kudos to Atlanta. But I know this was another one that you guys were talking about. Everybody was mad about the Thursday night football game, the face mask penalty, the Rams and Vikings. The referee said that he didn't see it.
And they was all right there finna get ready to go to the prom together. They was taking a picture. I didn't see that.
I think sometimes these referees be tuned in, not on the whole field. It's like they tune in on certain players. And he honestly probably didn't see that because he was tuned in on something that he ain't had no business looking at. He probably was down the field. And he was supposed to be looking at his particular area. And that is like
go ahead, Tracy. That was like what?
That was like so unfair. That was so unfair to them. So
yeah. Well, he said so the referee said basically that obviously he was standing right behind Sam Darnold, right? And Darnold was facing this direction. So according to him, he couldn't see the front of Sam Darnold's face as he was being yanked.
Pulled this way towards him with the face.
His head was just
coming his way.
So I don't know if he thought he had the exorcist and he was doing like you know what I'm talking about. I don't know. He was running forward and then he thought his head was doing like that and he was starting running backwards. I don't know. But that was like that was a horrible excuse. And me personally would rather for him not to have said nothing.
Yes.
Because they also have instant replay. And you see and you never stop to correct it. So no.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Well, the officiating obviously is not something that the NFL wants to be a headline coming out of any game, especially a big Thursday night game like that one. So we'll see if there's any consequence for that missed call. But
just like it won't be something else that happened last night with the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago.
Speaking of last night, What happened last night, Tracy, with that game for San Francisco?
I'll talk about it. I know that you can't talk about it, so I'll talk about it. So San Francisco won, and we are all happy for San Francisco. And here comes this idiot. Now let's go back because Colin Kaepernick got kicked out the whole league. He can't bend on one knee in solidarity to himself. He ain't hurt nobody. He ain't got no name plastered across his helmet or his t-shirt. He just bent on one knee. And he said, I'm going to be quiet for this moment. And y'all took offense to that. And I got upset, and half of America got upset, and y'all kicked him out of the league. In fact, y'all blackballed him where even though he went to apply for other teams and did phenomenal during the offseason, they needed him. They needed him in the league. And they wouldn't get him because of San Francisco 49ers. That's why Daddy don't like him. Okay, you get this little dude come up out of nowhere. It ain't even none of his press conference with a candidate that's running for the United States president on his little hat. No, nothing. We don't hear anything. And then when the press asked him, hey, what was up with that? Oh, I felt like that something needed to be said. Still, have you heard anything? Because I haven't heard anything. And I've been listening to TikTok all day, waiting on ESPN to say something.
Ain't nobody open their mouth.
What? So hold on, I need to clarify because I don't follow the 49ers. They suck. So are you saying Brock Purdy will make America great again? Is that what
it was not Brock Purdy?
Oh, okay. I'm trying.
Think about the roster on the 49ers and who it would be. I mean, it's literally the most obvious person on that team.
Can't nobody stand it.
First name is Nick. Last name is Bosa. Oh, sorry. I meant to say
that's his name.
Yeah.
Oh, he wore
his last name is Bosa.
Imagine.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
This is what happened for real.
You say it's facts.
Yeah, these are facts.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't know that. Okay, so you can't make a political stance because that in essence tarnishes the brand, but you can make one if it is on brand for what your organization agrees with.
If you're
is that what it is?
Yeah, and then I'm okay with it. If I agree with it and then I got money and tied up into it, and if it's my candidate, I'm not going to discipline you. I'm not. I don't. In fact, I don't have anything else to say. I hadn't heard nothing, and it's been about 24 hours. I know when Kaepernick did it, it took about 15 minutes.
Well, he didn't do no. He wasn't endorsing the candidate.
He didn't endorse anybody.
No, he wasn't endorsing the candidate.
Anyone.
Exactly. My point exactly. But it was plastered on all news channels. Everything was talking about it. Everybody was talking about it. ESPN was talking about it. 5, 10, 15, 20 was talking about it.
All channels.
Sports, Fox Sports. This kid do it, had a press conference, and first of all, he ain't even all that. Let's start there. No one likes him. Everybody says he's trash. He just every now and again make a good play. It is what it is. So nobody likes him. Everybody knows he not only do he play like trash, he is trash. He just has a horrible attitude. He's a privileged little kid. It just upsets me so bad how we live in two different worlds. You see what I'm saying? For certain people, this is like a no-no, and you have the former president saying stuff like, "Oh my God, very harsh." Not going to talk about it because it's not a political show. But then with this guy, like no one said nothing. Who said something? I hadn't heard anything.
I think I'm not going to speak too much on it, but I will say I have never seen a display like that where you can run up on the field and interrupt the press conference and do that. And then when it's time for you to actually talk about it, during your own press conference,
no, I have nothing to say. I
have
just
nothing to say.
something
Yeah.
need to be said though. I don't have nothing to say. I had the hat on, but something need to be said. It makes sense.
Oh yeah, so I gotta go on the internet because I missed this whole scene. I have no idea
It
what y'all
did
are referencing.
it did gain some traction. I mean, there's a couple articles online about it, CNN, blah blah blah. I will say the person that he wore the hat in support of has spoken out for him in the past a lot. And so he's got that whole, that support
Connection
online.
Okay.
His mom, his mom retweeted her support of it last night. So, they're clearly a politically active family. It's just interesting how, again, like you said, certain people and other people hadn't even endorsed candidates. They haven't even made comments about that. Can be ostracized and whatever for that. And I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen any disciplinary action about it. I don't know if there will be any.
Because clearly, when stuff happens like that, your common sense kick in and it says, "Oh, now we know who they, well, we already knew." But baby, come on now, because that's not fair. No one else on that team can do anything. No one else can speak up like that. And if they do, then here come you're gonna want to discipline them. Come on, be fair across the board. You are the owner, regardless of who you like.
Yeah. So I mean, look, it is against the rules what he did. Rule 5, Section 4, Article 8 of the NFL rule book. It is against the rules. He will more than likely be fined for it.
Okay.
It's like 115,000 or something like it. It's a fine. Or actually, no, I think it's like if he's like a first time offender, I think it's only like 12,000 or something like that. So he should, according to NFL policy, he should be fined for it. I haven't seen any news about it. I guess we can keep watching it to see what happens. But
well, Texas Tech player got kicked off the team and fined $500,000.
As he should.
For showing his up under his jersey during the game.
Yes.
Texas because Tech.
I think it was a Texas Tech. It was a Texas player.
Texas Tech. Oh, let me tell you his name. Because that was gonna be my next topic.
Wait, so basically they're trying to compensate for what they believe they will lose in revenue for you making a stance for the organization, you standing for anybody. They don't want you to do that. And that's like a PR thing. So I'm just interested. I haven't heard anything about what Tracy.
Oh, okay, I see it. I mean, look, who's paying attention to Texas Tech? Not me, but apparently
me neither.
It's been all over TikTok.
Yes. It's been out. Yes.
I ain't on TikTok like that.
Yeah, me neither.
So apparently that's where the news is, because that's where
Tracy said she's been looking on TikTok all day, like that was CNN live stream. I've been on TikTok all day and ain't nobody said nothing. Maybe that is not the news station.
Well, hey,
for some it is.
For some it is. A lot of people get there. So it was what was his name? I don't know what the kid's name, but he definitely he did a little celebration and then he lifted up his shirt and had a t-shirt on. So Texas Tech then blew a 17-point lead and lost 35-34.
And guess how they lost? Guess how they lost? He missed the field goal.
Right, he the kicker.
So his name is Reese Burkhart.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He did all that. So he they did like a fake punt, a fake kick, and he ran in the touchdown. When he ran in that touchdown, the first play, well, not the first play of the game, first half of the game, he lifted up his shirt. He politicized.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. They let his little butt play on through. And now it is 3 seconds left in the game or something like that. He gets the field, 23 seconds or something. And he missed it. And they lose the game by 1 point, 34-35.
See, this is why you should stick to the rivers that you're used to.
All that. You ain't even had no business doing that.
You are not a politician. You're a football player. You did. He took advantage of that moment totally, because I watched the replay of him doing it, and he like wrote it on his shirt or whatever. It wasn't even like a professionally made
official
shirt. So
T-shirt.
it was an
Yeah.
intentional thing. Like, whenever I do it, this is what I'm gonna do. And so, do we feel sorry for him? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, because you are speaking on behalf of a brand and an organization. I mean, whether people understand it or not. You impact fan bases either way you go, and so that's why they want you to keep all of it out. It's not just one side or the other. Just don't bring none of that to our program. And so, wow, Texas Tech kicks them off the team. That's incredible. You lost your scholarship for a drawed on white tee, Hanes from the local Walmart,
for a 2-second celebration.
That is crazy. That is insane.
Diabolical work to lose your scholarship over that.
A handwritten Hanes tee.
He must have felt very passionate about it. So look, if he liked it, as we say in our community, if he liked it, I love it.
I love it. That's it. And so we love that for him, that he was able to express his commitment. And we just hope that he takes that to the polls with him, at least, because he won't be going to another field this season with it. So just, take it to the polls.
He may have to take it to another poll since he ain't gonna be out on the field. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, Sister Williams. Wow. That got wicked fast.
First of all, and the sister that is coming from is so unexpected. Because why are you going there?
Right, I don't.
Hey, this was one of the moments right here. You need to bring that on, babe. The devil thought he had me. he done took over your mind. You need to bring it back. Loose my mind.
Bam.
He got you just then.
Well, look, hey, I'm not going to endorse anybody, but election day is coming up. Make sure hopefully you already know if you register. If you can vote early, go vote early and just vote. Exercise your right, because I mean, look, if you are
blowing up,
if you are
a
black person in this country, a black or brown person, people died for you to vote. So just keep that in mind. Don't take that for granted. All right, let's move it along to the series that is drawing in record-breaking ratings. Melissa, take it away.
Is you talking about this MLB and them Dodgers?
Who they are?
The Dodgers. Them Dodgers.
Yes.
Them Dodgers.
I'm so happy for Freddie Freeman.
Oh, you are?
Yes. I was disappointed for Atlanta Braves because we lost Freddie Freeman and we lost Ozzie. Both of them are now in the World Series. I love that for them. One is playing with one team and one is playing with the other team. Freddie Freeman is playing with the Dodgers. And that's the only reason why, honestly, y'all, that I was going for the Dodgers, because I'm a Freddie Freeman fan. So me and Dad was talking about it. The Dad was like, I don't like the Dodgers. Yes, he
wants the Yankees.
He wants the Yankees to win.
And we never thought we'll see the day that Daddy was rooting for the Yankees.
Yes, like, come on. Crazy. So check it. When Freddie Freeman hit that grand slam.
Yes, he did.
I couldn't scream. I just rolled over in my bed a couple of times.
Oh, yeah.
That's my celebration right there. I had to roll over and roll back. Because, baby, that was phenomenal. And then that was good for him.
Yes. So they are leading. The Dodgers are leading the Yankees in the series 2-0. And the game is on right now. What is that?
Jayden, why your face just dropped?
Well,
I'm a Yankee fan trapped in LA. So
trapped is insane. You're trapped when you willfully living.
Look, everybody here. I mean, look, I will tell you this. There are only, LA is a fickle town. I'm gonna tell you that LA is a fickle town. But there are two fan bases in LA that are dedicated to the core. And that
the
is
Lakers
and the Dodgers. They could care less about the football teams because the football teams come and go. The Kings every now and then, but the Lakers and the Dodgers. I mean, everybody around here is wearing Dodger blue. Like everybody at work got on their Dodger caps, and I'm just like, ugh.
They had Ice Cube.
They did. They did. And it's
So
3-0. It's 3-0
wow.
Dodgers right there. I mean, look. If the
the
Dodgers
game over?
win, no, it's still
No,
over.
it's not
still
over.
Oh, I
Still
thought they
going.
said it was over. I was about to say, oh, they up 3 games. The Yankees might as well just go home. But here's the thing that Tracy said something where she was rooting for them because this is so on brand for Atlanta organizations. And if we go back to the root of it, the same owners have their hand in a lot of these pockets of these teams, and it's so incredibly stupid and embarrassing for us to have Freeman out in LA and our other guy in New York, and you cannot tell me, as deep as y'all's pockets are, that y'all didn't have enough money to keep the best player on your team in Atlanta. He was literally your franchise brand, and so it's incredibly embarrassing. And I haven't really engaged in much since Freeman. It's embarrassing.
Sean, where you been? Ain't a team in Atlanta that keep up their best player.
That's what I'm saying. It's on brand. That's what I was saying. That's why I said it's on brand for an Atlanta organization. That's what I said.
Yes.
And I'm not surprised. That's what they do. Yeah, I agree.
All the time.
Well,
all the
Aaron
time.
Judge,
I can't say. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Shane.
No, go ahead.
The only thing I can't say, the Braves have kept one player that they did not get rid of, and they finally just retired his jersey a few years ago, and that's Chipper Jones. That's the only one. All the other ones, the Braves have been known to get rid of their best player.
It's the silliest problem. I have no idea how or why they managed to do that. I think consistently, the only team that's been consistent is Atlanta United, and they're fairly new. But I mean, it's literally
they just got a new coach,
and they just got a new coach.
Yeah, new coach. Yes.
Because now they want to win and they want to get those recruits abroad. If we can be honest about it, but they are consistently the team that is competitive year in, year in, year. I'm talking about came out the gate as soon as the organization was formed. They've been competitive, but you got your Braves and your Falcons and your Hawks, and they are just so fickle. I mean, oh my goodness, to be a fan of any Atlanta team is absolutely draining. So.
Bases loaded.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I would just say, I mean, from a Yankee fan perspective, look, Aaron Judge, has been whiffing this entire series. He's been swinging at air. I don't understand what's going on. Giancarlo and Soto, they've basically been carrying the team for the Yankees, and the Yankees haven't been really able to score many runs. They're down 3-0 with the bases loaded at the top of the third right now at home. They gonna have to get it together. They gonna have to start connecting, or this one might be over fairly quickly. And the Yankees haven't won a World Series since 2009, and that is a franchise that is used to winning. So they're gonna have to get it together. We'll keep our eyes on that. But what is next on the docket, Melissa?
Oh, something that me and Shayna love. This is our favorite sport. As our sisters sit here and be like, what?
I can't pronounce nobody's name.
Go ahead. Yes, you can.
We can say Ben Shelton. We can say Ben Shelton.
But can you say the Frenchman's name? What is the Frenchman's name?
French. No.
His first name, I know you all have heard this name. His first name is Giovanni.
Yes.
Never heard of him.
Oh my God.
What's the last name?
Pericard.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, I just, I don't know.
She was like, she was hooked on phonics still.
I did. Come on, what's going on? Twist open.
Oh, don't do us. We don't act like that when you be talking about the W. Be all up here. www.
Tracy, fix your face. Tracy, fix your face.
I know it, right?
Tracy's face. Not interested.
I need you to get excited, just like you was excited a minute ago to talk about Freeman.
And she
look, it was two black men in the final. So look, congratulations, because Giovanni is
3 in the semifinal.
Correct. Exactly.
Yes. Ben, Arthur Pease, and Giovanni.
Yes. 3 Black men. So kudos for that. We are starting to see a little bit of these newer players. It's starting to, especially on the men's side. I mean, we've been waiting a while for a Black man to make a breakthrough, especially on
Just
the
off the
American side.
ash.
Literally since
Literally
Arthur
since Arthur Ashe.
Ashe. Before some of us were even alive. That's how long we've been waiting.
Lord,
It's horrible. Francis, he always gets like this close and can never quite get over the hump. So I'm hoping Ben Shelton can win some for our Brown boys in tennis at some point.
At some point. He's a great player. I like to see him play, but I like to see all of them play. They did a great job in this Open. But kudos to Giovanni. He did beat Shelton to win the Swiss Open. So yay. Congrats, guys.
Chris, you brought up Arthur Ashe. We're gonna see him again in the show a little bit later on. Go ahead, take it away. Our next segment. Oh, I think we're talking. What we doing, Sean?
It's Sean. Go take it in.
Come on,
Oh, and big news coming out of the W. They have fired all head coach.
Wait a minute, did she? Oh, that is a blooper for her.
She said they fired all the head coaches.
Head coaches.
And she talking. And Nori must have just walked in the room.
Girl, I'm to my dead smack in the middle of my sentence. I'm like, I forget what I'm even saying. Mom, you didn't even plug up my light. Can you be in the middle of the show? I'm sorry, ladies. Yes. I don't even know what I was saying. Yeah, the W getting rid of all their coaches. They don't have nothing. No, half the head coaches in the W have been released, to include Teresa Weatherspoon out of Chicago Sky, Tanisha out of Atlanta, Kurt out of LA. We had our girl, I forget, she has a very ethnic name to me. It's so funny. The head coach out of Dallas, Sykes out of the Indiana Fever. That was a surprise let go. And then the latest one is the head coach from Connecticut Sun. Sorry, Stephanie White, yeah. So what say you, ladies? What do you think the W is up to? They're shaking it up quick.
Shaking it up.
I don't know. I'm not liking it. I can tell you one thing: unless they bringing in some of the head coaches from these collegiate teams, who can they bring in to start coaching? And I don't want no other man. I really don't. Because at what point they're gonna let a woman coach on the NBA team?
Yeah, I will agree with you. And I feel like that is the domination that we're about to start seeing. I think they started to see the dollar signs mount up, and they really are going after these pro coaches because they know that the money is going to follow now. And so they really wanted to make the investment at what expense? So we're going to lose our female head coaches. And so for me, that takes away from the brand. I'm interested to see what they're going to do because I know. Okay, yeah, no, thank you, Daphne. I'm interested to see what they're going to do because some of these coaches too, it was a huge shock, but I will say if I ran it down, Connecticut's coach got let go because they keep getting close to the finish line and not finishing. So I can see that. And for a Connecticut team, they want to win and they want to bring home the trophy. And I feel like they kind of keep itching towards it. They haven't been able to finish out the season. And so that, I saw that coming. Teresa, we've already talked about how we did not believe that they gave her an opportunity to really get in that brand new squad. Half the rookie, she got a heavy recruiting class out of there, out of these rookies from the May draft, and some players that just came back to the W, and she really kind of formed this team just off a bunch of picks, just random picks. And then we got the guy in LA. I can't really speak for him because I don't think he did a great job at all. I think that the way that team was coached and managed was absolutely horrible. I saw the writing on the wall with that. I would say the same for Dallas. You can't have Enrique and you guys are getting flobbered, every single game. You got to go
hold
to.
on. You getting who?
slobbered. I just made it up. And I think that somebody's gonna have something to say because Enrique is a W. She's a big name in the W. So you can see that coming. What I will say is the move with Tanisha in Atlanta. I don't know that I ever felt like Atlanta believed in Tanisha. The Fever, Sykes getting let go out of Indiana was a shocker. But there's been rumors that that's why Iowa's coach retired from collegiate ball, because there is some pickings
Now
in
she
the
want to
W
follow
for
Caitlin.
her.
Not
You wanna
Caitlin
follow
Clark. They
Caitlin?
got the lady fired. She done pulled an AA run.
No, she retired, right?
She
No,
retired.
she talking
yeah.
about she got Chrissy Sides fired
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
what she's saying. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
in
Hey,
Indiana.
buddy, Crystal, stay with it.
So they saying we gonna figure out a way to win us a championship. We couldn't get the deal done in college. Maybe we can try and figure out how to get it done in the W. So that's the rumor. That's the rumor that she's gonna switch over from collegiate arena. I don't know how I feel about any of that. I mean, I know y'all don't like my girl out of LSU. Okay. I know y'all don't like
Kim.
yeah, I know y'all don't like Kim, but I
Kim
feel like
Moki, or what her name was.
I feel like maybe they want some Kim Mokis of the world in the W. I really see that. That's what I feel like. That's what a brand is really trying to go. And I know that sounds crazy, but that's what I've been feeling. I mean, because now we're 6 coaches in. The season just ended 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago. That's incredible. Some shakeups happening.
I actually agree with you, Sean. I think that they are. I mean, look, I will say there are a lot of superstar coaches in the women's collegiate game.
Yeah.
And they are trying to, Dawn Staley, you got a bunch of those out there who have more recognition than W coaches by a long shot. I think the most popular W coach is probably Becky Hammond by a very wide margin, and that's because she did coach with, in the NBA and everything. So I think that they are literally trying to poach a couple of those superstar coaches from the collegiate game to move them to the W, because can you imagine a Dawn Staley coaching in the W, a Kim Moak? I mean, look, I think Kim is a little bit trickier only because of her style. I don't know how that's going to play with grown women, so to speak.
So my question would be this, because a couple of people asked and Reggie said that's probably what they need. But I'm almost like Kim. They can't afford. They can't afford to play.
I don't think they can
afford to play the players. How are they gonna afford to pay the
well? They just got a new media rights deal. They're renegotiating their CBA, so there is money coming in. They're about to expand. They're about to get 3 new teams coming up. The money is about to start coming in, especially with this new media rights deal that they got. So that's where the money is when it comes to professional sports. The money is in the media. So you can get the WNBA games broadcast more. They've been on ESPN. They're going to be on, if you can get them on NBC or ABC, you get that money in, then you can pay people. And that's what it's going to, I feel like they saw this season as a real test run of, if we invest in the league, this is what we can make. And I think they could sway somebody. I mean, look, Dawn makes a lot of money at South Carolina, and Kim makes a lot of money at LSU. More than they will be making currently in the W. That's for sure.
But that ain't like Nick Saban going back to Miami. That was not going to happen because he was making so money.
I'm going to tell you. So for me, because you got to think Dawn is the W, right? Because Dawn come from coaching,
correct?
Right. So. And Dawn is W name, so her name and her credit come from the W. Yeah, that's where and recognize all of her accolades from. Really is from the W. I mean, a little bit about her collegiate experience, but for the most part, it's from the W. I will say, when you talk about names like Dawn and Kim, I think that they invest the money, they bring the coaching, they bring the fandom. And I think that that's really what they're trying to pull. And why we say, it's not money that we can physically see with the naked eye, because the players get paid so little. And I feel like over the next year, that boom is going to be so washed. We won't even be able to keep up with how much these girls are getting paid anymore, these ladies. We all now because there's a cap, right? And there's this, everybody knows what everybody is making right now. But the league is going to get so muckled up, so mixed up. I think I can see them talking a Don Staley over to the W and a Kim Mulkey. I mean, I be making up my own words. Yeah.
What is happening?
No, y'all know it's a delay. Like I can see it on my phone because I check it on my phone. So he been said that a long time ago, but it's okay.
Oh yeah. No, I see switch up happening. I'm impressed with it. I don't know. And maybe these W coaches can go back to the collegiate. Maybe they could do a little flip-flop because I feel like a lot of them brought some really good experience. I just think on a professional level, I did not see that they had what it takes to really coach professionals. I felt like some of them probably would fare better in more of the collegiate arena, especially like a Tanisha. I feel like Tanisha has a lot to give a strong collegiate team if she can get her own recruits in there. I could see her doing that and then maybe bouncing back to the W. But I think the way that the W is going, the trajectory that they're on now, I think that the money is there and they are really trying to push some big names behind their team. So,
all right. Well, interesting. We'll keep our eye on that. Just a quick note, we're trying to reach 200 subscribers. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when all of our videos are dropping. And now we are going to get to our favorite segment.
Hold on.
We don't have time.
No, I just got to give this one little update. So, our little nephew is going to the D League, right? Everybody know that?
Bronny. Okay. Girl, won't kill.
Bronny is going to the D League. Okay.
Well, bye.
To the G League.
The G League.
I call it the D League, but yeah, it is.
He should have stayed at college. That was his best option.
Dad about to retire. He got to get his son. They got to make the history, and there we are. That was cool.
Oh, you could have played until the son come in.
G League.
Two boys play together, but come on now.
Boo.
Move on, Shayna.
No one's done it before. Okay, keep going because I'm not mad.
They made history. Congrats, LeBron and Bronny. Yay. All right. Tracy, take it away. Speaking of basketball,
you
making history.
She said.
While we're saying congrats, let's say congrats to Dwayne Wade. So
congratulations, D Wade.
Yes.
Hold on. So check it out. He spent 13 years with Miami, right?
Right.
And then he's been to the All-Star games. He's been selected 13 times, right? 13.
Talking about Bronny.
No.
Go ahead.
Yes. And then he leaves and he goes to Cleveland for a year. Then he comes back to Miami. And then he retired. Mm-hmm. So now he's been away from the game. They knew he wasn't coming back. And then they want to honor my boy. They want to give him this statue to say, we love you. We thank you for all that you did. You brought championships here. You did so well. And then they salute him with this. Show it.
Not show it. That's embarrassing. Cast the shot.
At first, I thought it was a demon.
Look how he looking at it.
I thought it was like a demon, and it was definitely someone that did not like him. And he said in this press conference, who the hell is this? Like, did y'all see this guy? Like, who is this guy behind me? He literally said that. He's like, who in the hell is this? What were y'all doing? And I kept on saying, y'all ever seen the little movie where the man be riding on the motorcycle, then he bursts out in flames? Y'all see the movie. It's an old movie.
I got one thing to say. Do y'all know that is the second statue that they have released that have been messed up like that? So whoever they got doing these,
I like him.
They must have an issue with black guys because there was another black statue that I'm not going to. It was another one that was released earlier this year. Shane
From
go back
who?
and find it. And I know it
From
was, and I
who?
think it was a.
What
I think
team?
it was a baseball player.
Because let me tell you something. What they should have been doing, they should have been calling Vanessa Bryant and the Lakers and saying who did the statue for Kobe. Because that does not look like D Wade at all. What? Look at that. Look at that.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm
Don't that look like a dick? It looked like something they dug up out the ground. Like Ghost Riders. That's it. Ghost Riders.
Look at that face.
Look at
I don't understand.
Oh my God. What is it supposed to be?
It's supposed to be D Wade.
It's supposed to be Dwayne. He look like it's for Dwayne. I feel so sorry for Dwayne. He looks so ugly. Ugh.
I mean, he's not even like a dark-skinned brother to where this is. Are they trying to go for skin tone? I mean, I'm trying to figure out what is
it's not even the face tone. The face. Like, what is going on?
I know, but the
teeth?
whole
I don't
thing looks
understand
like
any
it's
of
a
it.
person in a casket. It looks like
He look like he got burned.
that's what
He
I'm
look
saying.
like
That's what I'm
they
trying
set
to
him on
figure out.
fire.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not even anywhere close. Not the skin tone is not a match. The face is not a match. This
And
man looks nothing like Dwayne.
And the
Who
person
is
that
he?
did this right here to him don't like him. They knew that was messed up when they did that.
So
And
who
they
did the
I-
final walkthrough and said, "Okay, this is what we're gonna have to reveal"? This is
Yes.
Well, I will say it's interesting because when they do the Hall of Fame busts for the NFL, our players sit down for their sculpting. Like they sit down, they're there for the process. They get to review it before everyone else sees it. So they know what it looks like before everybody else does. And clearly, Dwayne, that is not the same thing that happened here.
And I wanted to say this: the presentation was fire. Did y'all see how they
Yes,
bust open the box.
Yes, everything. I
Heat.
just knew it was gonna
Bring
be
in the
like,
heat. Yeah.
it's gonna be the bomb. Not only that, where is the owner? Because the GM had to see it, the owner had to see it. Everybody seeing this statue, and I thought that was cool. Like, man, that boy was like, "Who is this? This is not me." Y'all got this. Y'all gonna have to do something. And the people thought he was playing, but he was dead serious.
he was serious. So
He was so serious.
I will give it to Dwayne because he has joined the pantheon of sports stars who have gotten terrible busts done of them. And I wanted to share some of my favorites because this is something that I pay attention to. So here is the one that they did a few years ago. I think it was 2018 or 2016 of soccer superstar Cristiano Ronaldo.
Be for real.
What?
Don't piss me off.
Look
If you
at
don't get this on my TV, on my
Look at the poor baby eyes.
oh my God, what is that?
But look at his hair.
Is this
I ain't
weird?
studying the hair. Maybe he wore his hair like that. Look at his eyes, Tracy.
Look at the neck and the Adam's apple.
Look at the Adam's apple.
His
That
ears
ain't
are
no
not
good.
even. Look at he lopsided.
Girl, get this off of here.
They still did better than Dwayne.
No, this might be equally stupid.
They both
That
look
is-
like
Baby.
That might be equally dumb.
They made
Lord.
Cristiano Ronaldo, they made him cockeyed. Like he is
Yes,
cross-eyed
eyes
in
was
this
crossed.
statue. Yes. That is
And they got the eyes stuck close together. His eyes ain't even that close together.
I
Yeah. He look like the dude.
They
off
look
the
like they
movie.
cross-eyed, baby. They look like they cross-eyed.
My God.
Man.
Whoever
Look
doing
at
the statue.
Hey, and y'all know those people get paid great money to do those
Little
sculptures.
statues, yes.
yeah.
They need to
And
fire
then
him.
here's one of my favorites, and not because of how it. I mean, wait, okay, it turned out crazy, but you mentioned Arthur Ashe. So a few years ago, the city of Richmond, Virginia, where Arthur Ashe is from, they were in the midst of, remember when all those Confederate statues were coming down and people was like, we need to get rid of this stuff. So in an effort to appease the Black community, Richmond, Virginia, Arthur Ashe's hometown, was like, we're going to make a statue of Arthur Ashe. And this is what they came up with.
Say what?
It looks like Arthur Ashe is holding up a brick and about to hit the kids.
Yes.
Is that can't be a tennis ball? What's going on?
It looked like he finna hit a brick. Like he finna throw the bricks at the children. That's what I thought.
Get this off of here. That is so embarrassing. That's stupid. That's so dumb.
What is supposed to mean, Shayna?
Nobody knows.
What it was supposed to mean?
It was supposed to be because he was a champion of education and
What
tennis.
the brick was? A book?
Those are supposed to be books.
Girl, shut up.
It looks like he's holding the books above the kids' heads, like you can't read and try to swat.
They look like they doing one of mine when I'm helping Nora with her homework. Johnny had 4 apples.
And if you give away 3, how many do he have?
And it ain't 4. I'm finishing like that. It ain't 4.
Well,
what is going on?
I will say, sorry, Dwayne. I hate that they did.
Ooh.
That's just horrible to see.
Nothing look worse than that. Look at
I have never seen no foolishness like that.
Look at his chin and his mouth.
He looks like his jaw, like right here, he looks like a dinosaur from the Jurassic
And he looked like he have no teeth. You know how people face in when they have no teeth? That's how his face and his mouth look.
And
he looks like he's in a casket.
He don't have a gap. What?
He don't even have a gap. Like this is so absurd.
And then he look ashy. That's why I say he look burnt. He looks so ashy.
If it was me, I probably would have just karate kicked the whole statue and knocked it down. Oh, live. And then I would have looked at them and asked the question that he did ask. Who was that?
Who is
that? Ain't me.
They know doggone well.
Knock it down.
Knock it off.
I follow his daughter, Kavya, the little girl, on social media. And he made Kavya take a picture in front of it. I gotta find it because she was standing there like this.
Oh, yes, that's gonna be so true. Yeah,
not pointing her fingers down like this wasn't good. I ain't seen Kavya on the internet in a minute. Lord have mercy.
Well, congratulations, Dwayne. I hope they get you a new
I hope he get a new statue. He need a whole redo.
Yes,
everything. The whole ceremony, the whole party, everything. He need a redo because that's.
And hard. I agree, Melissa. They need to reach out to the LA Lakers to find out who did Kobe's sculpture because that was so unacceptable, and it was just so heartbreaking. When that man looked at that, he kept looking on one side, and then he kept looking on the other side like it was going to change. And I'm thinking he said, "Do these so things think I'm that ugly?"
I think he was looking at it from different angles to try to see if it would make it look better, but it didn't. It didn't bad. It looks really
in 2024, and this is how you did the man statue.
That's how you open up
the heat.
He built the heat. They had the heat. They had the right idea, the wrong artist. This is how I look at my bank account when I think I'm supposed to have $1 million, but it ain't millions. It's one comma, not 2 commas. I open it up. I just keep looking at it like the money gonna keep coming. Still looking like is something gonna come? No.
Then you go to the tailor.
Look how he looking at it.
Yeah.
Look how he looking at it.
That's so embarrassing.
What is this?
That's so embarrassing.
Look how he's looking at it.
So embarrassing.
That is so embarrassing. All right. Well, with that being said, thanks for everybody for joining us. We appreciate you for leaving your comments and your questions and interacting with us on the live. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And what are we going to do until next time?
Put him to sleep.
Yeah.